Now, in the automobile space, India's top automakers reached out to the government today seeking a resolution to the controversy surrounding the diesel vehicles. Now, remember, big diesel cars have been banned in Delhi and Kerala by the Green Tribunal. Ronojoy Banerjee, who's been tracking the developments very closely, joins us with the latest there. Ron, good to have you on the show. Who did they meet? What was the outcome of this particular meeting?
Well, Nisha, this diesel uncertainty has been like a sword hanging on the heads of the automobile companies. And remember, in fact, you mentioned that there's been a ban, but now this ban has been in place for 7 months now, because back in December when the Supreme Court had first imposed that ban. Well, today really the whole idea for the auto industry was to meet as many government officials as possible. We understand that they met with Nripendra Mishra, the Prime Minister's, of course, the senior most bureaucrat in the PMO. They met with Anand Gite, the heavy industry minister. They met with Prakash Javadekar, the environment minister. They were also scheduled to meet with Nitin Gadkari, the Minister of Roads and Transport, but then, he was not available, at the time slot in which the CEOs wanted to meet him. The idea of reaching out to the government is, there's a feeling within the auto industry is that the government has left them high and dry, because there was not much, sort of support coming in from the government, which we are now beginning to see in the last 3 to 4 weeks, with a lot of, many of the senior ministers almost speaking out against the ban in unison, whether it's Nitin Gadkari, whether it's Prakash Javadekar. And already remember, Heavy Industry Ministry is a party to the Supreme Court matter. This meeting, to reach out to all the government officials and various departments was over the possibility of actually having maybe even the Environment Ministry joining and supporting the auto industry's plea. Remember, the matter will now be taken up on Monday. That's as early as Monday. I spoke with some of the officials of the auto industry, including Pavan Goenka. Listen in to what they had to tell me.
One of the biggest one right now that we are facing is uncertainty about what might happen with the diesel vehicles, the ban that we have in NCR. We have a Supreme Court hearing fairly soon. And once that issue is resolved and behind us, then I think we can be a lot more forceful in thinking that we will have a very good year. Right now, signs in many areas are very positive, and we are very encouraged by that. This is the only thing that we are just waiting for a resolution so that we know which way we are headed.
We are one of the most affected manufacturers, but I do think there will be an early resolution to this particular problem. More importantly, what I'd like to say is, I think the mind of the consumer, there is some uncertainty in his mind as to the future of diesel vehicles. I think that needs to get removed. If that is removed, I think we are in for a very good run.